Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about the movie The Curse of the Demon. Now first, let me say that if you've never seen this movie, I highly recommend you going out to your local video store and checking it out. It's definitely worth your time and money to check this movie out. And this movie is a bit of a classic also. I think that most people who are into the occult and witchcraft has at one point or another checked this movie out. And if you've seen it, you will know why I highly recommend this movie. Now, if you've never seen the cover of this movie, I think even if you haven't seen the movie, you've probably seen the cover. The cover looks like this. And hopefully you can see this with the glare of my webcam here. Sorry about the sticker here, but you can still pretty much make out the demon's face. Let me put this a little bit closer. Arr, arr. So now that you know what this looks like, the next time you're at your local video store, hopefully this demon will jump out at you and you'll actually rent it. Okay, now to let you guys know a little bit of what this movie is all about. Basically, the movie is about this psychologist who's investigating this devil cult. And when the psychologist first investigates this cult that's around, he doesn't believe that this guy, his name is Dr. Coswell, he doesn't believe that this guy is the real thing. He believes that he's a charlatan, and he believes that his little occult organization is, it's a bunch, it's a scam basically, and he's out there to discredit Dr. Coswell. Well, lo and behold, Dr. Coswell turns out to be the real thing. He actually does have the power to raise demons up from the pit of hell, and he does so. Dr. Coswell doesn't like the fact that he's being investigated by the psychologist, so what does he do? He places a curse on this psychologist so that he will stop the investigation. And of course, the psychologist, being a person who does not believe in the occult and the supernatural, the psychologist, doesn't back down, at least until the last moment. When the movie first comes on, you see the last moments of this guy's life. He's basically running from this demon that's chasing him. And when he gets to Dr. Coswell's house, he bams on the door and basically says, okay, I believe you now. I will send a statement to the press or whatever, stating that you're the real thing, you're no phony. And the funny thing is that at this time, when he admits that Dr. Coswell is the real thing, it's too late. It's like 5 or 10 minutes to midnight. And the only thing that Dr. Coswell wants to do is get him away from his house because he knows that the demon is going to get him. I think if I remember, he even says that, okay, yeah, okay, it's good enough. I believe you now. Okay, I believe that you think that I'm the real thing now. Now go away. Everything will be okay, Of course, everything isn't okay. The guy gets into his house, at least from his house, gets into his car, and the demon gets him. Now, one of the things that I found interesting in this movie is they never really give you the impression that this demon is real. In the movie, if you really watch it, it kind of gives you the impression that the demon may be real or it may not be real. It might be a figmentation of this guy's imagination, or it might be the real thing. Depends on if you're a believer in the supernatural or not a believer in the supernatural. So I thought that was really good, that the movie sort of plays on that. It doesn't necessarily take the side of this demon as being real. Anyway, after the first psychologist is killed, and of course another psychologist comes in, and he wants to investigate the murder, and he also wants to investigate Dr. Coswell, because his intuition, believe it or not, his intuition tells him that Dr. Coswell is the cause of his fellow colleague's death. So he takes a plane to England, or wherever this place is, I think it was England, to visit Dr. Coswell, to basically to disprove him like his colleague did. And of course, Dr. Coswell doesn't like this and places a curse on him. Now the way the curse is placed is Dr. Coswell, he has this ability to slip you a piece of parchment when you're not looking, and this piece of parchment is cursed, and whoever has this piece of parchment, I would say, I think it's like 3 days after you receive this, the passing of the parchment, after 3 days, then the demon will either eat you or rip you apart or whatever. So anyway, this guy goes and visits Dr. Coswell. Basically says that he's a fake and he's a charlatan in so many words. And Dr. Coswell, he places a curse on him. And all throughout the movie, there's this underlying theme where is all this psychosomatic, is the fact that Coswell telling him that he's placed a curse on him and he needs to stop the investigation. Is this something that is real, or is it something that's not real? So I found that to be great. There's a couple of really good scenes in this movie. I don't know if I have time to go over all of them. But definitely the seance scene within the movie is is kind of comical, but it's great at the same time, because the dead psychologist, the one who got killed, gives everyone a warning that Dr. Coswell is the real thing, and that you need to do something about this, because this demon is gonna come out and get the Professor Harrington, the new psychologist who's doing the investigation. This demon is, he warns him that this demon is going to go out and get him. And throughout the movie, Dr. Coswell sort of proves himself. He has the ability to conjure storms. He's a storm bringer. He does that right in the face of Dr. Harrington, the new psychologist who's trying to debunk him. And Dr. Harrington, basically says that, this is not real. It's a coincidence that this storm came up when you said it was going to come up. There's one scene where Dr. Harrington, he breaks into Professor Coswell's house, and he's trying to find this ancient book that I guess the ruins are based off on the parchment that was passed to him was based on these ancient runic symbols. So he's trying to get the translation of this book to see exactly what's happening in this, that, and other. Dr. Coswell finds him in his house, and the thing is that he doesn't scold him that bad. He just basically just asks him to leave, and he even says don't travel down this path when you leave my house, because something unpleasant is going to be waiting for you. And of course Dr. Harrington does the opposite, and the demon chases him. Anyway, I'm starting to run out of time now. If you get an opportunity, watch the whole movie yourself, and I'll let you be the judge. Is this demon real, or is he made up? You be the judge. Watch it yourself. Night of the Demon, A Curse of the Demon.